right? Like something as simple as people, it's funny when we have the conversation about wiring, right? Because wire fraud is huge in real estate. It's a big thing. The bar's ethics committee and grievance committee is really starting to look at when people complain about wire fraud. And so I try to tell people, when you mail us an earnest money deposit check, do you realize your bank account, the routing number, your address, your name? One person I talked to who's been in the game a long time was telling me they used to have social security numbers on checks, right? Everything on a check, your entire personal life on a single check. If that gets lost in the mail or somehow intercepted fraudulently, there's a shopping spree to Walmart right there, right? Like that's everything that you need on a single document.
And it's all there, and you can even go into like online banking. Pretty much everybody has an account where they can get online and check their their bills and their investments and everything like that. So I mean, cybersecurity from that standpoint is also very critical. I should mention that the state's investing in cybersecurity. We have actually invested in several of our universities to kind of examine research and development in cybersecurity, find out like what can we do to advance it. Yeah, I'll give you an example. So when there's a pipeline, an oil pipeline that got shut down, what was that, last year? And I forget which pipeline it was. I'm drawing a blank on it. But when it did, there was a shortage of fuel throughout most North Carolina, and it really disrupted things. But it was a cyber attack that caused that to happen. So that's something where we have to continue to really focus on developing technologies for safety, because it's not just getting things notarized virtually. It's also like our bank accounts, our financial system, our power system. Everything falls in that category.
Representative Hardister, I live near a nuclear power plant here in North Carolina. So if you think I haven't thought about technology and what the potentials are, and our law firm before, I was very diligent on hiring outside professionals to handle the internet security and cybersecurity aspects, because when you're dealing with personal identifiable information, that's not a game. That's not something that you can just toy with. Like if you're gonna do business like this and you're gonna touch people's personal information, you've got to have some level of responsibility. You just have to. I'm getting more and more letters these days of, oh, we've been compromised and your data's out there. Here's what we believe was leaked. So what am I supposed to do, right? Like, what do you do as a consumer? You get that kind of letter. It's like, okay, LifeLock, like that's really what we're talking about. Our information's out there. You just got to monitor at this point, like, right? Like that's a hard conversation. We won't even get into cryptocurrency and NFTs and everything else that can really change the world. I'm sure there's some other crazies on the floor talking about that like me, but we can do that for another day.